Because I ain't being racist, yeah, but have a look around at what this place is. I mean, the flag is red and white, but I don't see no pink faces. But they don't want to integrate is the issue, it's blatant. I know talking straight is rare when primary schools have translators, but let's face it, this fucking country's gone down a shitter. Immigrants nick our jobs and impregnate our sisters. Willing to work for pittance and quicker to chirps your missus when I can't get a job or get my good old British dick sucked. Steal free money and housing, it takes the piss, bruv. Crying about asylum they're seeking and preaching Islam. If there's war in your country, it's not our fault, is it? Nah. And that Jamaican fella Mandela is a terrorist, bruv. So now all them black fellas think they're heavy G's, selling weed, rioting, can't even score at penalties. At school they do terribly, but it's a sly act. They write tight grime lyrics to make my son act black. Good at maths at fractions when it comes to selling crack to Somalians, doing voodoo, sucking on that fucking cat. If you laugh at this, you are racist, by the way. The Turks sell heroin. Romanians are skets and thieves. We already know from cricket, Pakis are enemies. They kill their own daughters over a kiss. Honour killings, all they want is bombs and fiddling kids. It says in the Quran to kill us. Them Hindu Sikhs should go back to Pakistan where they gangbang their sisters. It takes the mick, by which I don't mean them IRA pricks, but I try to be a patriot and they're calling me a racist. It's proven Pakis are paedophiles, the Jews are reptiles, the recession was the Rothschild, greed gone wild. I will not smile while Britannia gets spit roasted. Brits have hosted aliens and now we've blown it. Apologising for the empire. Guilty ghosts have poked and coaxed us into losing all that's close to us. It's bollocks, mate. The darkies are glad we had the colonies. We only borrowed cotton and modernised their economy, gave the knobs democracy, built them railways, drew Cubist, Middle Eastern borders that were fail-safe, educated them in the ways of the great race, even paid for their vacations, because in those great days we bonded through labour and we made Jamaica. Took Africans on a cruise there, didn't even make you pay, bruv. Indians to everywhere, Africa and Malaysia. They didn't even know about cricket, we trained you. Made them our fond pets, and of course it's nonsense that we gave them all an inferiority complex, or horribly tossed them into poverty, fostered communalism, or pulled a resource robbery on them, because honestly, from Kashmir and Palestine to Scotland, mate, all they want to say is thanks, big up the monarchy. Because we brought them back to our shores, letting them in, and now they're trying to put their black sperm all over Kate Middleton. They're sick, mate. Illiterate with benefits in Brick Lane, kicking off in Bradford, picking on the poor BNP, demonstrating Luton to devastate the community. The EDL bravely fell and now they've paved their way to London. Riz is getting paid up in Wembley. Chicken and chips, liquor and cigarettes is what they trade. Add a bit of curry, that's a recipe for heart disease. Revenge is sweet, it's a conspiracy to make Brits obese. So chicks will dig their skinny limbs, unzip their jeans, they'll stick it in, corrupt our breed, they're on it, mate. Plotting since 1948 until they tan the Union Jack like we were on holiday, so watch it, mate. They're out to fuck our sisters and the pork up, infiltrating the borders, shops on all of the corners. They want to see Sharia law enforced on us all because our daughters are awful whores, but they still go clubbing to lure them. They run the hospitals, from sweeping the floors to doctors, so-called underpaid, playing the paupers. So when it all kicks off in this war, they won't treat us. They'll say the paracetamol's all gone. The Caribbean and the Middle Eastern hordes are selling us draw kebabs and helping Man City score. They're so determined that the immigrants thought that they should be more hidden and now they've painted their paws white. Fucking Eastern Europe, now we've opened the doors, they're all building loft extensions and we can afford. It all started with mosques, false visas, black barber shops and Polski skleps. We have been invaded whilst we slept. Soon EastEnders will be set in Abdul Square. I want to rediscover all our national flair. You know, I wonder how it was when we all had blonde hair. Yeah. So I'll just Google our history and... What the fuck? The Irish, the English were Picts and Celts originally. Irish and Welsh types in kilts. You're fucking kidding me. Sheep shaggers and haggis. Wikipedia, delete. And then came the Italians, slick and slippery. Roman invasion, Inter Milan and Celtic interbreed. but at least they were white, not Asian and poor. What's this? A North African legion guarded Hadrian's Wall? This is disturbing, right? And then came the German tribes. Fucking Hitler did this in before he was even alive. Tribes called Angles, Saxons and Jutes. What a scandal. Who knew? We'd already lost World War II. Then Viking invaders pounded the north and the east. Well, I knew that. Them Geordies always sounded foreign to me. But the biggest revelation is this Battle of Hastings. Somebody called Norman came and gave us a pasting. 1066, these French sissy pricks all conquered us. So fuck you, William the Conqueror. But the English language, they started and laid the basis for Parliament. But that don't mean berets and garlic will ever be part of us. And William did something else good for us too. He wanted business to boom, so he invited the Jews. From all over Europe, they came, settled and spawned. But English blood can't be Jewish, otherwise we'd have horns. Right? Oh, wait, I'm lost. So now we're Paddy, Spaghetti, Jew, Kraut, Viking, frogs. Well, at least they're all from white culture. What's this? Scientists find an ancient East African skull from before all this up in the north of England. Well, that's written in The Guardian, so of course it's fiction. I mean, it's bad enough they had African drummers in Edinburgh in the 1500s and Henry VII's trumpeter was a black man named John Blank. But that still don't mean Dizzy Rascal should have done that fucking Olympic rap. Right, 1500s, the Protestants from Holland and France changed a lot of shit. They made society more advanced. Built churches, brought culture, nice weavers. They were basically asylum seekers! This is a lot to digest on a night in. The great British culture, such a volatile thing. People stopping by on our isle from horizons afar. Ha! So to get them back, we colonised them. And though I don't really know who we is, I know who they are, because we ruled their regions, built engines and an empire that never ends. Because of our Dutch Paddy Jew Kraut intelligence, Britannia ruled the waves. And because she was cruel to slaves. Trading flesh paved the way for our bestest days. Well, alright, okay, 1% of how many we sold can stay. Oh right, if we did that, I'd double the population. Sorry, okay, I'll take that back, my mistake then. Luckily for now, it's less than 0.01. So let's call it quits, yeah? Any more we don't want. Because even by the 1890s, British didn't mean dark, apart from Indian MPs in Finsbury Park. The first black footballer and thousands of half and fully black kids born here when slavery flopped. And hang about, 1.3 million Indians fought for us in World War I. That's brilliant. I mean, silly them and all the other troops in colonies. I want to laugh, but the noise won't come out properly. And after the war, when Britain was nearly killed off, we begged brown, black and Polish to come and rebuild us. Help the mother country take factory jobs, and they did, like a rush of wind in Tilbury docks. So I suppose I should be letting all these immigrants off. I suppose Britishness isn't the simplest pot. A lot of stuff's been mixed into it and pickled a lot. But these immigrants are different to all the old lot. I mean, they're coming in bigger waves now than the earlier hordes. Even if they aren't invading and starting as many wars. And even if our DNA is like a bukkake in porn, there's one British tradition that will always remain pure, and that's being prejudiced against the immigrant scum. Whether they're Paki Frog Vikings or Ethiopian skulls. And when they end up a part of us and we all become one, we'll wait until the next lot try coming along. And when they do, my Somali Polish kids will be pissed at all these immigrants coming over and ruining shit. The red cross on the flag means no entry. Duh. Sorry, Mosin, what was that? What do you mean St. George was a Turk? Thank you very much. Thanks, guys.